Hey, this is Brian from KoRn, and you're watching Revolution Reality UK.
How's it going? This is Chayton with Revolution Reality UK, and I'm here with my buddy Brian. Brian, how's it going?
Good. Do they know how tall you are?
No, I'm 6'8", though, so little tall, but that's all right. Jesus loves
You could stand up in my bus.
Yeah, dude, I'm so stoked about that.
You wouldn't
Never
fit in the
happens.
bunk, though. You would not fit in the bunk.
I don't even fit in my own bed, so it's all right.
Oh, California Kings.
Side to side, man.
Yeah.
So you're currently on tour with Rob Zombie, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, how's that going?
Good. We're actually here right now, and you're going to go see him in about 25 minutes.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked for it.
You know what? He makes me mad because he's got every trick in the book. He's got all these big old giant robots, and then he has one robot. Then he has another crazy thing, and then he has these balls that go out into the crowd.
Really?
He's got a big old podium. He walks up like 10 steps, and he's like way up there. So, and we have like lights.
Just lights, that's it?
They're cool lights though, but
okay.
You'll see. You tell me what you think after.
Alright, man. Yeah, so how's tour going? Like, where have you guys gone so far?
Basically we started in Denver, then Albuquerque and Salt Lake. Then we went, I think after that, Idaho or something. Oh, Irvine, Idaho, Seattle. Dang, we're getting,
We're good. These are just going everywhere.
yeah.
Man.
Now we're back here. But you know what's crazy? It's like it's routed just messed up.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause you guys were just in Southern California.
Yeah.
And then you went up north, and now you're back down.
I flew. So
Oh, you flew?
Yeah. But yeah, the bus, all the rest of the band, I get my own flights because I'm like, I ain't freaking going back and forth around the country. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to chill, get away from everybody, and I mean, I love everybody, but just to get my head clear. So yeah, that's what I do.
That makes sense. You guys have a new album coming out. What can you tell me about that?
It's probably the best album ever made. But
of all time, hands down.
Yeah, definitely. But it's weird how that happened. But no, it's awesome because it's a guitar focused album.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and so the last record was not. I think the last record was like kind of the awkward stage where it's cool, I like it, but there was just like, hey, I'm back in the band. What are we gonna do?
Trying to figure things out after the hiatus.
Exactly. And so, and I'm proud of what we did, but this record is just like, we were just thinking, okay, guys, what we do is we put a record out, then we have to play these songs for like decades or whatever.
Does that ever get old, like playing Freak on the Leash, just like for what, almost 20 years now?
If the crowd's dead, it's old. I'm just like, I can't wait for this song to be over. If they're live and jumping and just really energetic, I can have fun playing Blind, and we played that the longest.
Yeah. Do you guys still open with that, or?
No, not in this tour. We're doing some different stuff, but yeah, it's really fun when the crowd's good.
Yeah. And so for the new album, you guys are going more like back to your earlier stuff?
It's like, it sounds current, but it's got a vibe from the past.
Okay.
So it's
like a fusion. It's like the best of like all together.
So we thought about like, okay, what do? We got to play these songs. So I want to write songs that are fun to play for the next decade or two.
Right.
And so that's what we went in, like, just energy.
Yeah.
KoRn always been about energy.
Yeah.
So I want to make the crowd move.
That's sick, man. And you just released a new book. That's right.
Yeah. With My Eyes Wide Open. I released it in May, and there's a couple spots I did that book week, and that was pretty cool. And inside joke with you because we talked earlier, but it's really good. It's touching lives. A lot of people have really thanked me for it because the stuff that I share is just like really personal.
Yeah.
And my daughter gave me permission to share her struggles and everything. But it's with my eyes wide open, miracles and mistakes on the way back to KoRn. So it's like basically when I found Christ and that whole road to destiny, getting really just torn down and built back up.
Yeah.
Going through the heaviest trials and having the most miraculous things happen. So
yeah. Nice, man. Yeah. So how have you found it, like, coming back to KoRn? Because you were gone for a while and now you're back, and obviously you're doing ministry and stuff. How's that changed how you've been in KoRn, or has it changed that you've been in KoRn?
It's just I just love the vibe around the guys. Everyone's positive. Everyone's a few of them have found God in their way, and Billy's a believer in Jesus like me. So
nice,
it's really cool to. It seems like God always supplies what we need and what I need to get out and to minister to people, and just actually I don't even like to call it that. I just share my heart with them,
Yeah.
And I tell them about Jesus. So I guess it is ministry, but
yeah,
he's just so good. Like the pleasure is so real, and it doesn't go away. So I'm just like trying to convince them and persuade these people, like he's not the religious thing that you think. He's like real, and he'll give you so much pleasure and peace. And so it's really cool to do that though, and that's just one person at a time, I guess.
There you go, man. And so you've been going out after shows and kind of like praying with people. And has that been a long thing that you've been doing, or is that a fairly new thing that you've been doing?
We started in 2013 on Slipknot tour.
Okay.
And so me and Philly were doing it. He gets really like anxiety about it, so he's not doing it right now. He might do it again in the future with me. I bet you he will. But I have that fire in me, and I just like I don't want to just go chill backstage after the show. I want to. Like this is my platform. I have to go, and so It's challenging sometimes. I was telling you, the first night I did it, I walked out, hey, you guys, thanks for coming. This girl just went, whoa, flashed me, and I was like, all right, well, da-da-da. And then some guy told me, like, I don't believe in this stuff, and the other guy goes, well, then you're gonna perish. And they started arguing, so you get your challenging nights, but
yeah.
I mean, nothing phases me, I don't care. I gotta keep going, and then I have people like you and some other friends that encourage me to keep going and stuff. So right when I'm just at that point where I'm like, are they really responding? Is it really impactful? So yeah, it's really amazing.
Nice, man. Have you seen any like cool things like when you're ministering to people? Like have they for the most part been pretty receptive? Because I know the first night you were telling me that it was like kind of a little hard because like obviously you had that woman flashing her stuff at you, the guy like yelling at you and stuff. But like now that you've been doing it more, is it getting easier and like are people feeling more receptive to it?
Yeah, and I said those stories because I think they're funny to begin with. But yeah, I mean after that thing that happened, the people prayed with me. Many of them prayed with me. People after she flashed me and the argument happened, I know how to get it back in order. So I was like, Jesus came to bring unity to humanity. Stop. And then the first guy just walked away, so that helped. Yeah. And many people, like that night was a good night actually.
Oh,
That's probably why I think the resistance was there, because I mean they were praying, oh Jesus, coming up.
There you go, man.
And so people were getting touched that night. There was a kid named Joseph. I named him Broseph. He was having a lot of just getting ridiculed at school and stuff like that. And his mom was there, and she brought him, and he really looks up to us. So I got to pray with him, and there were tears a lot. I had to tell his mom, stop crying. Hey, stop crying. You're gonna make me cry. And so he just really got rocked, man. And he met the whole band, and he said he's gonna draw closer to God and everything. And so yeah, really cool. I mean, a lot of stuff has been happening. And the first night, this guy Robbie Dawkins came. He's a minister around the world. We went to Starbucks and he's talking to me, and I just met him that night, or like briefly another day before, but he's talking to me, he looks at me, and he's looking at me, and then he just goes, I go, you just got a word for someone. And he goes, he didn't even say yes or no, he just goes, I'll be right back. And he went over, and the girl at Starbucks is sitting there, and she works there, and he goes, hey, something's wrong with your back, isn't it? And she goes, how did you know that? I just got in a bad accident, and I've been in the hospital. He goes, God's gonna heal you right now. And just because he wants to show you, he wants a relationship with you. She gets healed right there. The most precious girl. Her face was lit up in a smile. She's like, what do I do now? I've never been to church in my life. Where do I go? What do I do? Like, she was just like, she goes, I feel euphoria. What is this feeling?
Yeah.
I went and bought her a Bible and some Cheesecake Factory gift cards. And just was like, go eat. It's free. Salvation is free. So is this meal. And so I was just really pumped up. We went there. Many people prayed with us, and just this marriage. This guy, he was a meth addict, and I was praying for people, and Robbie was too. And then she came back with her husband, this meth addict, or he was a former meth addict. And, and she goes, I just walked away, and I was going to my car, and something told me to come back. Will God heal a marriage? And so, boom, they get rocked. And the guy just tells us his story. And you know what's funny? You know the 700 Club? Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
They were there filming it all. So it's going to be on their show.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, really, really cool stuff.
That's good, man.
He's just so not religious. And some of the people, a lot of Christians are just bashing me, or they don't understand it or whatever. And I understand people that don't understand it, but get off me. Stop bashing me. I'm here. The Lord, you can't predict him. He's wild. It's like he told me, he didn't say it just like this, but it's like, hey Brian, let's go ruffle some feathers. Let's go put you back in KoRn and shine some light there, and you can talk to people and talk about me in interviews and do all that. And so we were talking earlier about just, it's kind of, I feel like, some of the people in the rock world are just like, it's kind of hard to get there, and then the Christians are kind of hard on me. So I've always, ever since I met Jesus, I've felt like caught in the middle. Yeah. Ever since, and right now it's a little bit more intense with that feeling now. let's say, and before, but whatever. I'm down.
Yeah, man. Well, we really appreciate what you're doing, and it's great, man.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to tell like some of the kids out there that are just kind of like they didn't grow up in the church and they don't feel like they fit in the church? Like, is there anything you can tell them like advice-wise about like the church and stuff?
Well, the biggest thing I would tell you guys is just that, you know, Christ. If you have Christ in your heart, it's so cool because he never leaves you. Once he comes in, he never leaves, and he's there with you forever. And I love in Hebrews it says that you know, he became just like us so that he could be merciful and faithful. And so it's because who wants a God that doesn't understand our suffering, you know? And so he's with you, walking with you. And if you don't have him inside, just ask him. I mean, we care for our bodies, we care for our lives, we care for our families and everything, but we cannot care for our own souls. We can't do that. And Jesus is the one that cares for our souls. So just let him come in and care for you. You know, it's not about religion, it's about walking with him every day. And be careful with the churches, though. I would say that because there's some whack churches out there, man. But there's some good ones too.
Yeah.
But listen, this is the biggest thing. If you find a church and they hurt you or wound you or you don't like it in some way, then it's God pushing you somewhere else. Don't leave God because he is not down with it either. And it's his way. Sometimes he lights a fire under us to get us to a different place. So never walk away from him. He's always good.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Well, we really appreciate your time, and thanks for doing this interview with us.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it.
And we're going to go out and talk to the fans in about 3 hours. So.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Brian from KoRn, and you're watching Revolution. Review real quick.
Of course you can.
Okay. Cut here, and you can edit right. You're watching Revolution Reality UK. So